city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.
What's going on? This is Ellis from Knick of Time Show, here giving you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And guess what, guys? I don't want to hear no more noise about anybody picking the Cavs over the New York Knicks. And you know why? Because we did not have Bruntz. We did not have OG. We did not have Rant. We did not have Mitch. We did not have 4 or 5 out of our 5 starting 5. And the Knicks still beat the Cavs 107-98, all right? Now, granted, they didn't have Donovan Mitchell, but they had people. They had Garland, all right? They had Mobley, okay? They had Alec, but they still can't mess with the Knicks, all right? Because we did what we had to do. We played what, Ebony? Your favorite word, defense. And we won by committee, and everybody had a hand in it. McBride gives you 16 points and 5 assists. Hart gives you a triple-double, 13 points, 10 assists, and 19 rebounds on the night. Come on, 6'4" guys giving you 19 rebounds. Who but where but here? All right, Precious Achia, my Precious, gives you 14 points, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Dante's Inferno, he was on fire, gave you 28.6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals on the night. And Bojan showed up. He showed up today. He was like, wait, what, we need me? Hold my beer. I'm dropping 20 points on your head. So the Knicks did their thing. You know what? The Cavs, they took a brief lead in the half, but we came back. We did what we did. Dante went off in the third quarter. We played defense. Sims came and he chipped in, and we ended up winning the game. And we're going to talk about it. And before we even get into that, I just want to let you know that even though Brunson went down in 47 seconds, the first 47 seconds of the game, he said he's fine. He said he's fine, and it's a soft tissue injury, according to my guy Ryan G, who just told me right before the show started. So not only did we win, it seems like the Brunson injury isn't serious, and he should be back soon. So bust those shots for them, all right? Because I was scared. I was like, oh, God, we cursed. What did we do to the basketball gods? What do we do to deserve this? But we're fine. We're fine. So I'm going to introduce you to my guys first and foremost. It's the man, the myth, the legend, the guy, the stats, and the facts.
Ryan G's in the building. Knicks definitely needed this win because the Knicks are definitely losing the tiebreaker battle to a lot of teams competing for spots in the Eastern Conference playoffs. And the fact that they were able to get this over the Cavs, that was definitely a good look. So, let's go Knicks.
Yes, let's go Knicks. Thankfully, let's go Knicks. And of course, you already know this is the rookie of the year over here, our lady, Mad Knicks fan. Ebony, what's going on?
I'm muted as always. I'm chilling. We definitely needed this win. Definitely a win with lots of heart. I liked it. Like you mentioned, tons of defense. We held them to under 100 points.
Yes.
I like to see it. This looked like the old Knick defense, even though we still allowed their shooters to get good looks. A lot of time we did a better job of making it uncomfortable and contesting, having hands in people's faces and things of that nature.
I agree. And me personally, I need to start out by giving, there's a lot of praise to go around. There's 2 people or maybe 3 who really stick out, but I got to start with Deuce McBride for the simple fact that this man played the whole game. All right. This man played the whole game. Brunson went down 47 seconds. Deuce McBride came in, delivered, gave you 16 points, 5 assists, shot well, but the defensive effort and tenacity from the time he checked in to the time the game ended was exactly the same for the entire 47 minutes he played. The man is not human. All right? The man is not human. So I want to give Deuce McBride some shine today. Shot 44% from 3, spearheaded the defense for me, made it tough on Garland. Garland hit some tough shots, but it's not because Deuce wasn't on his ass. It was not. And I've complained, me personally, about Deuce's handle and how he doesn't sell his handle enough to me. He just moves his hands, but he doesn't move his body. And guess what that man did today?
Down goes Mobley.
Yep.
Down goes Mobley.
when you move your body with your hands, stuff like Evan Mobley touching grass, touching turf on an in and out, and Jalen Brunson in and out, mind you. Oh man, beautiful.
He made Mobley look like like a giraffe. You ever seen the giraffe? That was Mobley today.
Looking shaky in the ankles, looking like a baby deer. Looking that was my favorite player of the game. The in and out by Deuce McBride, and Evan Mobley falling to the floor and going an easy layup. Yeah. I have to start about talking about Deuce McBride. I don't know. What do you guys want to start? I just have to get that off my chest.
Go ahead, Ryan. My bad.
No, all I was going to really say is that for this game, the Knicks got back to what they do best, which is the identity of this team, which is defense. Defense led the way for the Knicks to win this game tonight. And with Brunson being out, you have to definitely credit McBride for stepping up. You have to definitely credit Josh Hart for stepping up. At this point, I don't want to hear no more Josh Hart slander.
No more.
I don't want to hear no more Josh Hart slander. If you slander this man, you automatically get muted. You automatically get blocked. You automatically get excommunicated. I don't want to hear no type of Josh Hart slander whatsoever from here on out. Definitely got to credit DiVincenzo, because with Brunson now, you needed somebody to step up to score buckets. DiVincenzo provided that. Bojan as well off the bench to giving you 20. So you definitely got to big up the both of them as well. And overall, the team, they just rallied together, because sometimes when you see something like that happen within the first few seconds of the game, you see like the leader of your team go out with an injury. Sometimes that could deflate a team, but that didn't deflate the team. They came together. They made sure to lock down defensively. And I like the ball movement. I like the off-ball movement. They found ways to score the ball despite not having their leader on the court. And overall, they just outplayed a Cavs team where the Knicks just have this team's number. This team is not better than the Knicks. The Knicks, this is a matchup where out of all the teams that are in the playoff picture, Cavaliers is probably one of the teams where I'm like 95% confident that if the Knicks go up against them in the playoffs, the Knicks are going to win.
That's a fact.
Series.
That is a fact.
But overall, man, you have to big up this team. They fought and they clawed their way to victory, a victory that they most desperately needed. So you got to big up this team. And I think another positive you have to take from this game as well, Hardesty looked like his normal self. Like, this is the first time in a while where I've seen Hardesty actually look like his normal self and look like he's getting back into shape. And I think that's a positive for the Knicks as well.
Yeah, I agree. The reflexes were there. The ball movement was there. Knicks had 32 assists. 32 assists. We played team ball. We played team ball, and we went down as a team, but we clawed as a team, and we won as a team.
And speaking facts, and shout outs to Deuce for real, and Josh Hart, who I'm gonna keep saying that break, he needed it. You see him all over the place now, and I have to. It was one play where Mobley thought he had a mismatch. He thought he had a mismatch on Josh Hart and tried to body him up and bounced off of Josh.
Soft,
I'm like,
man.
yo, y'all so soft, man. Soft. Like, come on, my man 6'5". No way in the world. You should be ashamed that he part of my bruh pick for that one. But he should have been ashamed. With Deuce, I mentioned earlier too that he's gonna get comfortable. He has to get comfortable with his role. He went from not playing at all to being really our backup, and to today what we needed. Like, he saved us in so many spots today. So I also saw him getting others involved today. I seen him set up Dante for a wide open shot. I see him get Bogey a wide open shot, even though he blew it, but he got it to him. Mm-hmm. I see him do these things. So he's learning and he's getting better at his role. And another thing that he's getting really good at is that relocation. him relocating to give the other passers a open lane for him to get his offense
Good point.
involved in. So like I see you, Deuce. I definitely see you, and with Josh Hart, yeah, he was doing it all. I told you he Mobley bounced right off of him. He had 10 rebounds at halftime.
Crazy.
Like he's doing what, and remember, I mentioned that he might be able to be that other playmaker for us.
You're right.
Getting others involved, and you see that more and more lately, and him getting more comfortable in doing that. So today was a real Knick. It reminded us of the Knick team that we were seeing in January. Straight defense, hard, and the defense we weren't allowed us not to have to solely depend on that half court offense. It helped us. You see, Precious, I think I got 3 straight blocks.
Yeah.
And it got us in some transition in the blocks. We were in the passing lanes all day today. Like I think we had about 8 steals or so. That's another thing helping us get more, easier buckets. Yeah. So yeah, that's what playing defense helps you.
Yeah, it does. It does. Josh Hart, man, triple double, relentless effort, 2 blocks and 2 steals. Second highest plus minus. And this is an unsung hero I want to get to too. But Josh Hart was everywhere, and I usually get on Josh Hart for not shooting threes. Shot 3 of 6 today and hit a big one, a dagger sidestep 3 over Evan Mobley with the game on the line. Big shot from Josh Hart. That's the Hart that I want to see, because sometimes I feel like he shies away from those. He's been shying away from those big shots, but he really stepped up. So I definitely salute Josh Hart, who played 45 minutes. No man wants OG back more than Josh Hart. I'll keep saying it, because he's been playing 40 plus minutes a game ever since those guys went down, and we needed every one of it. So big shouts out to Josh Hart.
It's crazy. In the post game, he had mentioned that that's one of his favorite shots to take. He said, but of course he's not going to take a lot of those, because he's not a known 3-point shooter, but that's a shot that he practiced and one of the favorite shots that he likes to take. I guess that's like his go-to big, if you need a big shot kind of move, that's something he practices. But I love that he hit the big shot and then got a big steal right after it.
Mm-hmm.
Like so there you go, showing your worth on both sides of the court. And yeah, he was I think the game ball definitely goes to him. And Dante cooled off a little bit, but he picked up when we needed him in the spots, and he was playing that passing lane. He was in them passing lanes.
Nah, I agree. I feel like Dante. I feel like, I don't know if you guys watch Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball Z, when the main character gets injured or goes down, all of a sudden, like the secondary character gets powerful for like a good 20 minutes or so. It's like, and all of a sudden he's like beating up Cell or whatever. Like, I felt like that's what happened when Brunson went down. Dante got pissed. It was like, no! And he just started raining threes. And I was like, what is happening? Dante is having an out-of-body experience right now. And this seems like the Dante that I saw before he got injured. And then he went cold for a second. I was like, okay. But that third quarter, it was back. And I felt like that outburst kind of spearheaded the momentum for the Knicks, where it was contagious. And everybody's like, yeah, we are nice. We are the Knicks. We can't beat them. And Deuce started getting going. And then Precious started getting going. And it was like an avalanche came. So I definitely credit Dante for being the spark that started that fire, and it just caught on. And that third quarter, we needed all of his 16 points in the third quarter as well, because Garland was trying to fight back, but Dante wasn't happy. For sure.
Technically, we got 44 points from our bench, technically, including Deuce McBride's 16. But
that's true. That is true. And speaking of bench, we have first Bojan. I still have a standing theory that Bojan plays better away from the Garden. He just seems he seems more comfortable playing on the away team than the Garden right now. I don't know what it is, but like as soon as he came in the game, he just looked completely comfortable. He's like, "Oh, I'm the man. I'm playing 30 minutes. Cool. Shot. He just started hitting everything. I was like, okay, we here. We here with it. And he missed a couple of open threes.
I think I got a theory with that, Jay.
What happened?
I said I think I have a theory with that.
What's that?
That he's human. He might want to be so good at at the guard, and he talks about how the big Croatian fan them in New York. He's playing in front of friends and family now. It's just that maybe the added pressure of wanting to do well or be what they think they're getting. As a player. So when you're away, you don't have that pressure. It's just let me go out here and do better than I did last game at home.
Yeah, I agree. And you can see it. The comfortability level. Like he doesn't even look like he's aiming. He just looks like he's just playing.
Yeah, most definitely. And the thing I liked about his game today too is that like he wasn't forcing up threes. Like he knew that he had an advantage with the guy that was guarding him, and he took him into the post. A lot of times he used to utilize his mid-range game, and that's how he got most of his buckets. And I forgot to mention one more thing earlier too: the fact that the Knicks were playing without the Cavaliers' daddy today, Mitchell Robinson, and the fact that they were still able to dominate the like they did, like. Nah, like this team is barbecue chicken for the Knicks, but
we got their number.
Yeah, pretty much. But Bojan Bogdanovic, I was proud of the way he stepped up, especially when the Knicks needed extra scoring. He provided it, and he provided it in numerous ways as well. So you have to, big up Bojan for the performance he had tonight.
They don't want to see us. Cavs don't want to see us, man. They do not, because we smacked y'all out of our four of our starters. And Mitch wasn't even playing because, listen, if Mitch was playing, the Knicks would have been blowing them out in halftime. I'm going to just tell you, even with Jalen Brunson down. Because there was a part of the game where Mobley and Allen, I love Precious. He did his thing. He did all he could. Yeah. But sometimes when the bigs are just too big, there's nothing you can really do. Allen was getting a lot of rebounds in that first half. And this is when I want to big up Sims, because Sims didn't really have like a big scoring night, and it doesn't look like he did much. But if you watch the game, there was a huge difference in what Mobley and Allen could do when Sims was in the game versus when he was out the game. So I'm glad that Tibbs noticed that, because Precious didn't really play in the fourth quarter, even though he was scoring in that third. But I felt like those Sims minutes in that fourth quarter shut all that edge down.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same. I can continue to be proud of Sims and his growth on that end. It was times where there was three people around him and he was still getting the rebound, and then again hitting the open person on once he got the rebound, finding that open shooter. Mm-hmm. He was just very active in his hands. He got still active on that end. Mobley couldn't drive by him, and I thought the referee rewarded the offense a couple times. If somebody's running full force at you and they're creating a contact, and I'm standing my ground, what else is a defender supposed to do?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the league has been the league kind of announced that they feel like the offensive players are getting too much leeway. I think revisiting what's an offensive foul, what's a foul and what's not, has to be looked at, and that in particular has to be looked at, because to me 9 times out of 10 it's the wrong call.
Yeah, facts. So, and then look, Mobley had 7.5 and Allen had 13. What they finished with? Mobley
20.
Finished with 13 and Allen finished with 18. So that's us putting a stop to their little movement, because Allen, they were doing that little alley-oop, and he was getting some motion. He was trying to take over a part of that game. And like you mentioned, Tibbs did see that, because Precious, within minutes started, I don't remember him being much.
Yeah, he wasn't playing in the fourth.
Yeah. So he made the adjustment. I really liked Sims on Mobley and Allen. He was doing his best. And as you can see, they didn't score much in that second half, and especially it's probably extended minutes because Hart looked to have been hurt. I seen him, trying to get the bench's attention, like maybe he had tweaked something or wasn't feeling his best or whatever, and Sims held it down. He definitely did. He put a stop to that whole alley-oop, getting extra rebound motion.
You said yeah. He's in Ebony's in the Matrix. The audio is choppy. I feel like it might be the internet connection or something. I feel like it might be the internet. She cleared up. Now she's cleared up. Audio picks itself. Yeah, I feel like that might be the internet connection being weird.
Yeah. And I want to point out something about Sims too, just to show you the impact he had on tonight's game. I think it'll be summed up in one stat. So Sims played 21 minutes. He didn't take one shot, but he had the highest plus minus on the team with plus 17.
Yeah, and that makes sense because his defensive impact was huge for us. And
he freed up a couple people with his picks.
Oh yeah, Sims could set a pick.
He was freeing some people up with his picks today. Also,
yeah. Sims could set a pick. I love the way he sets the picks, man. That's what he's good for. Also, what I want to point out is, you know what? And Burks had a decent showing today, but Bojan, when Bojan is playing with four guys who can play defense, it changes everything. Because Jalen Brunson went down, which is horrible. But the thing that we got to see was Bojan play with an all defensive unit. So it was Bojan with McBride, Dante, Josh Hart, and Hartenstein, and they pretty much can cover for a lot of the BS he does for the most part. It took a lot of pressure off of Deuce and Josh to play make, gave them more of a focus on offense, and it seemed like we kind of got a little bit rolling with that lineup. So I like Burks, I like Bojan. It's just more evidence that, man, like, I don't know if you can have both of them on the court at the same time, and even with him with Brunson, it's still a little bit funny. Even though I like his scoring. I don't know. It's something to think about. It's something to really think about there. But I like that unit.
I like how Bogey came out aggressive. I like, what I didn't like is that when it got clutch time, though, he got a little tight.
Yeah.
He had missed a couple big where we needed some wide open threes too. Like nobody near you. And he missed badly.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Like he was back at the Garden.
Yeah. So he got tight. So I don't know. I'm starting to worry about the pressure bust Bogey pipes. I don't know, but we shall see. We'll get more evidence. And in Burks, I felt like it was a tell of two times. Like his first sub in, he was Detroit Burks, tunnel vision Burks, not looking to get nobody involved. If he was passing it, it was so he could get it back. He was passing it to Hart to get it right back. You understand? So I was like, here we go again. As a second sub, though, I seen he tried to he hit somebody off with a nice little pass off the face. I seen him do it. He tried to get, somebody else involved that second sub, and he was moving a little bit more off ball. He seemed like he had a little bit more pep in his step. So I give him a little bit credit for that second sub. The first one, I was like, here we go. But he had a better showing. It's still like, I'm still waiting for what we traded you here for, though,
But a big issue for me, not a big issue, a big development for me is still, I still remember 2 post games ago where I said Tom Thibodeau trusts Alec Burks about 3 minutes and 30 seconds more than he trusts Deuce McBride. This is the second game in a row where Deuce McBride has played more minutes than Alec Burks. So this seems to be the trend right now. So even going into the playoffs, I'm really curious to see if Alec Burks even gets time in the playoffs, because usually those guys, in the playoffs, the rotation gets shortened. So the guys who are playing 10 minutes, they get to 0. So keep an eye on that. They'll keep an eye on that. And it's even funnier because Tom Thibodeau in the post game, his last post game, he was like, "Oh yeah, I played Burks 11 minutes," and he had a high plus minus. Maybe I should have played him more. And I feel like Tom is playing a little game to keep his confidence up. It's like I feel like I'm gonna publicly say I should have played you more, so you don't get down on yourself and you end up being pissed because you were a veteran who I leaned on before. Like I feel like that's what's happening, because if you say that on a post game and then the following game Jalen Brunson goes down and you still play 11 minutes, he pretty much treating you like he treated Quentin Grimes.
I mean, at this point, it's like McBride played 47 minutes tonight. Burks played 11. That's really telling right there.
That's telling.
And right then and there, that tells me in a playoff situation, Thibs is definitely going McBride over Burks. That's telling right there.
That is a fact. Burks is going to have a game where he's just a flamethrower to even get back into the graces, because even with McBride playmaking still like a little up and downy, the defense is just too much to take out. Like the defense provides is just way too high caliber to take out for long stretches compared to Burks' defense. And he's steadily getting better. It's like it's not all the way there yet, but it's still getting better. And if you put him next to another guy who can play make, and like Josh Hart, like for instance, like Josh Hart's playmaking is stepping up. So it makes it more so you have a little bit of wiggle room to play McBride even more, because other people's playmaking is stepping up, and it's kind of like playmaking by committee at this point. So I mean, interesting development, man. Interesting development.
To me, and that's more dangerous to me. Anything by committee is more dangerous because you don't know how to pinpoint something, you know. You see Josh Hart pushing the ball, you know, playing that point forward role, if you want to say, and then you see I Hart come off at the top of the key, and he's still doing his playmaking. I think they said today was his career high, 8 assists or something like that. I think that's what I heard from the
Josh Hart. No, Josh Hart's had a couple of future.
Josh Hart. Hartenstein.
No, I Hart. Yeah, 8 assists. Yeah.
Oh, Hartenstein career high 8 assists. Oh, yeah. That's surprising, actually.
Yeah. So that's what you do it by committee. Now you don't know where the ball is coming from. We were moving. It was a point in a play where we did a play and we got Precious wide open dunk. And that happens when you're moving. You see 2 men went with one person. When you got to think and you move, action is happening. That's why I'm always preaching movement, because you put the pressure on the defense to make the right move now, you know?
Yeah.
On top, so that helps you already. If you don't have playmakers, that'll help you out. If you just get the guys in movement, then you could get maybe buckets where we got Precious that from off that inbound play.
Yeah.
I like what I saw today. I hope we can continue it with this. You know, we depleted. We hopefully we have help soon on the way, and we did get a new addition. So we'll see. But like you mentioned, it's looking like Burks is that can be that odd man out.
Yeah, man. Burks is getting that elephant bait. No, he's not getting the elephant. He's getting the Quentin Grimes treatment right now. He's getting that Quentin Grimes treatment, 11 minutes a game. Oh, I can't find minutes for you. Oh, I don't know.
Like them Obi minutes.
Yeah, he get Obi minutes right now.
Yeah, he's getting Obi minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, McBride. He's an all-star. We can't find minutes for you.
And I just want to shout out the chat right quick. Picks for Timmy, Shake Milton. I put money on it. Anyhow, Thibs gives Shake Milton any type of playing time and he plays defense, he's going to play him over Burks. I put money on it.
Ooh.
I put money on
it. I can see that too, Ryan, definitely. And from what I'm hearing people saying, just he can Shake Milton can be, from what I remember, a bucket himself. So like a younger AB, somebody that can catch fire. Maybe this role is what he needs just to get the green light. You got the ball, shoot. You know, that maybe this is what he needs, and everybody plays differently in different systems, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm not expecting any miracles. I'm just expecting him maybe be better than Burks at this moment.
Yeah, well, for guys who were living under a rock, if you did not know, Shake Milton is expected to sign with the New York Knicks, coming off the buyout market from Detroit. Detroit has indeed bought him out. And we had some roster spots that we could fill. And he's kind of, it's funny. You hear Ian Begley talk about guys we should pick up, and he continually says, it's hard to get proven veterans here because of the limited minutes. So there's a lot of guys that we probably wanted, like maybe like a Marcus Morris or something like that, but they might want to go back to a team where they can actually get more minutes, and it's less cluttered here. So going after a guy who's a little bit younger, who might not necessarily he wants minutes, of course, but he can't really like throw a super tantrum because he's still young. Might be the guy to get, and we got him in Shake Milton. So we'll see what happens. Also, according to Ian, he said he doesn't really expect him to really take over minutes from Burks. I know everybody was like, wow, even me. I was like, Burks is playing bad. We got Shake. There's going to be pressure. We'll see what happens. But Ian was just kind of like, hey, it's not that. It's just that we want some bodies. So it'd be nice to see him play, but
yeah. I think if he can hit a shot, and if he doesn't and does other things, he has a shot. You understand? Because Burks is showing to be if he can't hit a shot, what else? He's useless almost. So if Milton can hit a shot, or if he can't, but he can do other things like maybe contribute on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Then Burks again. He might have a shot at the minutes. It could be like Dante did in Golden State. They didn't intend for him to play. He took it.
It's just one of those things where I wonder how far politics goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're playing a guy who's out the buyout market over a guy you traded for is a big deal. It is a big deal. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Now, he hasn't had like a good shooting year with Detroit either. He's had that, but it's Detroit, so you can't. I can never take anything that happens in Detroit. Any bad things that happen in Detroit, I can't really take seriously. Any bad things that happen on a bad team, I can't really take seriously. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Shake. But he is a dog. He's had some moments. I feel like everybody have seen him kind of cook the Knicks sometimes. I don't know. And Clyde too. So it'll be interesting to see if he even gets on the floor for sure.
I can't wait for Clyde to say shake and bake for real.
Oh
yeah. Yup.
Ricky Bobby shaking
and baking.
Nah, for sure. Salute to the chat, man. Salute to the chat. If you like the show so far, hit that like, subscribe. We here after every game. And listen, man, we even here after losses. Because we lost a lot in a row. A lot. Right? And we were still here. We were still here talking Knicks basketball, crying our eyes out, and knowing that, you know what? The sun will come out tomorrow. We're not going to lose every game.
Facts.
And not only that, the sun seems to really be coming out because it just seems like guys coming back and efforts are ramping up. It was reported that Julius Randle practiced and he had light contact, not with players, but with pads. So he's shooting, he's doing 2 or 3 a days, and he's working out with pads. All you guys saw everybody on the bench today. So that's a plus. OG Anunoby's been cleared to shoot. So that's a plus. So we should be getting people back mid-March, which is maybe a week away or so. A week and a half, knock on wood. Please, baby, please come back. We need help, man. We need help. And I mean, it's a good time too. I know. Shout out to Ebony. You was talking about. Y'all was talking about the schedule in your pregame space, right, Ebony?
Yep. Well, about how our schedule, how it's crazy coming up. Yeah, and just the fact that the Cavs schedule that they played a bunch of people that's not good in their last 10. Only got one win really of importance, and that was against the Mavs. But with us, we on to ATL, and then Boston. Then Boston, I believe, is next, right? After that, who's after?
Nah, we got Hawks, then Magic.
The Hawks and Magic, sorry.
Yeah, then 76ers twice, and then a West Coast trip.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
It don't get no easier. We gotta play Philly twice to close out the season. Like it's going to get, we gotta still play Milwaukee one last time also. So yeah.
The thing about this West Coast trip though is but our first game on a West Coast trip is Portland.
Okay.
So we should be able to take that game, right?
Yeah, then it's gonna be Kings, Warriors, Nuggets.
I mean, okay, listen. Portland is the 14th. All right?
Yeah.
Portland is the 14th. I need OG. I need Randall. I need Mitch. I need those guys that pack their bags and travel with the team. Because by my calculations, the 14th is midweek. Is
mid-March.
Is mid-March, right?
Yeah.
So, Cav, I mean, it would be great if you can have some guys back who can, like OG Anunoby, who maybe he might be a little bit rusty shooting the ball, but damn sure be able to play some defense. Maybe, guard De'Aaron Fox for a couple of plays. You know what I'm saying? It's like that would be nice. That'd be nice.
Facts.
We see Deuce versus De'Aaron Fox.
That's true.
I know we need help, but I would like to see it. I would like to see what he does.
That's true. De'Aaron is so fast, man. We gonna need everybody.
Yeah, he is. But the game I'm looking at though is the Warriors, because they're on the 18th, and I'm hoping that we get some players back because I want to get my lick back against the Warriors.
Oh yes,
I want to get my lick back.
Yeah, they were talking about Jonathan Kuminga. I want to see you do that when we got our dogs, right?
Yeah, nah.
Yep.
When somebody's actually your size guarding you, I want to see if you can do all that.
Exactly.
Or when you got to go against my guy Mitch. When he in that paint right there, he could jump up just as fast as you can, because Mitch got first, second jump crazy fast too.
Mitch or Obi, and I want to see y'all double and triple D'ing Brunson and leave OG Anunoby open in the corner all day. Y'all not leaving OG in the corner open all day like y'all was leaving Precious all day open, and think he gonna win that game. It's just
facts.
I love Precious, and I love Precious Lee. I do, Lee, but teams to figure it out. We just gonna leave him open all day, and even if he hits one or two, eventually the averages will average. Kind of like how we did to Okoro today.
Did he hit another 3-pointer after he went 3 for 3?
Nope.
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 Missed every single one.
Nope. Not a one. And it's funny because I'm sitting here watching him like, yeah, another 3. And then by the third quarter, he missed in a row. And then Clyde goes, "You Corrado." And I was like, exactly. Keep leaving that man open. He ain't got it like that.
Who I didn't want them to keep leaving open was Sam Merrill. Did I say his name right?
Yeah, Merrill, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Sam Merrill. Like I didn't get why we kept leaving him. That's one thing we really have to work on. Picking who we want to shoot. You understand? Like if you're going to help off, at least let it be the one that the averages are not like Sam Merrill's,
Exactly. I agree. Because Bojan, I don't know, one play, he just completely left them to double team somebody who was going to the lane, and they didn't even need the double. Like I didn't understand. I love you, Bojan, man, but whew.
Your defensive decisions a little bit questionable,
A little
right?
bit.
Although I do want to give Bojan credit for 2 defensive possessions, because there were 2 defensive possessions where I saw him actually moving his feet.
Okay, move those puppies.
One was against Porter, a point guard. He was driving to the basket against Bojan, and Bojan actually held his own.
Okay.
He prevented the penetration. I was like, okay, Bojan, I see you there. Then another time against Okoro, because Okoro tried to take him off the dribble as well, and he kept his and he was able to hold his own.
Okay.
But besides that though, it was shaky. But on those two defensive possessions, he held his own though.
All right. He be trying. He tries. He had a mental lapse.
Yeah.
I give it to Bogey. He give you effort. It's just like, he remind me of what I say about Sabrina Ionescu from the Liberty. Like, they tried, they just maybe not athletically gifted with the side to side moving the feet.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that speed. I get it. And people was like, he's a vet, and in Tibbs' system he'll be better. He is as a defender who he is.
Better. It's not so much, man. When you can only run max speed 1.5 miles per hour, ain't that much better that you can be. You just gotta put defensive monsters around you and pray for the best. That's really all you can do.
It's just sometimes you keep them in front of you, sometimes you don't.
Exactly. You just roll that dice.
Exactly. That's why I had to give that man some credit, because I was like, I did see a couple possessions where he did keep his man in front of him. So I was like, I had to give the man some credit. But yeah, most of the times it'd be shaky. It'd be shaky most of the times.
I hear you. Y'all salute to the chat. Yo, and shout out to my guy Mark. He said Deuce has been better playmaking. Did you see the in and out? Mark, I started out the show with the in and out. All right. I started out the show. So you guys who just came late, you need to go back and talk out the whole soliloquy I had about Deuce McBride and the in and out. All right. Because I started out the show with that. All right. There's no way I wasn't starting out the show without talking about it.
I don't think I could call Mobley no more. He just baby giraffe.
Yeah.
That's how he looked.
I feel you.
It almost looked like he was crawling, like he tried to catch himself.
Yeah. The way he felt was mad fragile too. It was. He felt kind of like he felt kind of dainty. Like that's what. like he felt like he made a noise like that when he. I don't know.
I'm not impressed by Cleveland's bigs, man.
I agree. But man, well, let's get to the bro pick, man. Do we have any?
Bruh. Yeah, I got a couple.
All right, cool. Bro picks, for you guys who don't know, if it's your first time here, are the worst plays of the game. We just talk about them, illustrate them, and let you guys know it sucked. Also, bro picks can also be bad plays that happened in other games. Also, bro picks can be anything stupid, dumb, idiotic that happened, and we just want to point out and say it's stupid and dumb and idiotic. All right, so let's get to it. Bro picks started up. Ryan G, what you got?
My bro pick goes to referee Tony Brothers.
Oh yes, bruh. Yes.
Now this referee, he has a good reputation amongst most players in the league. He's not one of the refs that a lot of players hate or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it seems like he has a good rapport with some of the players in the league and things of that nature. So I think it was the Hawks. I think the Hawks were playing the Nets, if I'm not mistaken. And DeJounte Murray was on the bench, and he went up to DeJounte Murray to talk. My guy Murray was not bothered. He didn't want to speak at the time. He didn't give him no obscene gesture. He didn't say anything to him. He just sat there and didn't say anything. And my guy was like, you know what? You bruised my ego because I came up to you to talk and you didn't want to speak to me. So you know what? Get this technical. Bruh.
What's the word for that, man? The refs, they're too soft right now, man. They're mentally mushy. Mental mashed potatoes is what they are right All the refs are mental mashed potatoes, from the unwarranted texts to seeing fouls happen, watching the replay and pretending not to see the foul happen to keep their ego. All that stuff is just out of control. This has to be one of the worst refs NBA seasons ever. And I feel like referees have to kind of take a look at that. I know they have there's a grading system that happens with refs after every game. And I have to imagine it's all D's and F's this year. Like this has been bad.
Facts. And also
Power tripping.
Yes. And also my other broad pick has to go to the Cavs bench. And this is why I say this, because Josh Hart, when he nailed that big three that put a dagger through the Cavs' heart late in the fourth quarter, my guy Josh Hart was talking smack to the Cavs bench, and my man went after Donovan Mitchell's chain and snatched it.
What?
I saw that too. Ryan. I did. He snatched his chain. Fake snatched his chain.
What? I missed that.
Josh Hart funny.
Yes.
Did he have like the Cavs chain that they was posted during the fake playoff win when they end up losing?
Nah,
I don't know.
man. It was a real chain, man. Like, yo, Josh Hart went over to that Cavs bench talking smack, and then made the action to Donovan Mitchell's neck, and just took his chain. Like,
that's crazy. That's a ooh pick. The hell?
That's why I said it. That's why I said a broad pick goes to the Cavs bench.
Oh, okay. I see what you say. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
And also Evan Mobley as well, because I mean, McBride gave that man a mean in and out dribble, and my man did the stanky legs. So you have to give the Evan Mobley as well. My man lost balance. And, sometimes when some people get dropped, a lot of times it could be, they just slipped or something like that. Like, no, that was a legit drop. My man touched earth.
Yeah.
Legit.
And he didn't cheat like Jordan did. All right. He ain't push off or nothing. That was full on change of direction, in and out, dropping you to the floor. All right.
That was the nastiest in and out I've seen in a while, y'all.
Yeah.
It was so clean. It was so clean.
Yeah.
Filthy.
Definitely stanky leg for sure.
Yeah, but brothers, he that cornball right here. That was corny as hell. Shit, corny as hell.
Yo, everybody's prop game is crazy.
I was like, come on with the power trip. But yeah, my bro pick was similar. It definitely was Mobley. It had to be twice, because he got body up by a 6'5" small forward shooting guard. We can add that on to because that's the definition. That men, all I see is Kobe's.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I think about Mobley. That all the time. And also I had to Bob Myers drinking the juice. I don't know what's up with Bob Myers. He been at ESPN too long. So I gotta give Bob Myers my bro pick of the day. One, for saying that if it wasn't for KD, that LeBron would have more rings. Totally disrespecting my guy Steph.
Damn.
And everything, his greatness that he does. And the fact that I have pictures in my phone on how teams guarded Stephen Curry with KD on that same team. So you tell me who was the prize there. Would they rather leave KD wide open? You're the man when they rather leave KD wide open. You understand? And the fact that he did do it without KD. Come on, Bob. I know you in ESPN. That's LeBron playground. I get it. But put some respect on my guy name. That's just disrespectful.
All right.
And I ain't finished with him, because today he was still disrespectful, even though they said they were laughing about the Knicks PR, because they knew that Brunson wasn't coming back. But the timing was off. It felt real off when they were laughing, almost like they were laughing at the injury itself. Anyway, it was tacky. It was just tacky in itself. So yeah, just
watch it on MSG, guys. Watch it.
Yeah. The one thing I was glad about was that I'm back in New York, so I was able to watch on MSG. Because if I was still in Indianapolis, I'd have to watch on ESPN and have to listen to that damn drivel and foolishness that they talk about on that damn channel whenever the Knicks play on TV.
Yeah, feel sorry for you guys to have to watch it on that channel. All right.
Bruh.
All good, bros. Can I just give the Warriors, after beating us, lost to the Celtics by 50? What was the score again, Ryan?
It was 140-88.
140-88. And this is the thing. The Golden State Warriors did this thing called poking the bear. All right. They announced that they were going to leave. Who did they say they was going to leave open? Jalen Green. They were going to leave him open all game. And that did not work out in their favor, and they end up losing 140-88. Mark, that's the 140. Yeah, 140-88. So don't poke the bear,
Bruh.
And what's funny about it is that Draymond Green, I think it was the post game, he actually came out and said that they drew up the defensive plan for the Celtics 15 minutes before the game. And I'm like, the arrogance that y'all must have to draw up a game plan against the Celtics, which is the best team in the league, 15 minutes before the game?
Yo,
like, come on.
Yo, put some respect on Tibbs' name, all right? Put some respect on Tibbs would never. Tibbs had the game plan set up three years in advance. He's like, I know they're going to trade for Porzingis, and I know they're going to trade for Jrue Holiday, and I had the game plan just in case this scenario happens. Like there's no way in hell that we was drawing up a game plan 15 minutes before a game, man. My bad. I said Jalen Green. I meant Jalen Brown. My bad. Brain fart. That's crazy,
Bruh.
Yeah,
it's like the audacity to do it against the Celtics. Like, come on, that's why y'all got smacked by 52. Like, come on now.
Yeah, y'all deserve that.
And if your game plan don't say push him left on Jalen Brown, I don't know what.
Listen,
what you do?
Listen,
what you do?
98% turnover rate. Go on now. 98% turnover. Watch that Knicks Celtic game. Tell me when you watch that game when he had problems and what happened when he had problems. All right.
He had to dribble consecutively with his left hand.
Exactly. Catastrophe. What's the music you hear? Ding, ding, ding. It was a circus when he dribbled. It was crazy, right?
$300 million men, no left.
No left hand. All right. What happened if you fracture your left pinky? It's a wrap for you. I don't know. All right. Good show. Good show, guys. I don't know if you guys want to point out anything else. Anything else to say before we wrap up the show?
Just this the defense we need to play. Feel like bad boys. From now on, this the defense we better play.
Exactly. Exactly. This is the defense we need to play. Let's get it. All right, good win. It's a great win for us, man. This is probably one of our most impressive wins of the season. And we had a lot of them. But considering that we don't have 4 of our starters playing and Jalen Brunson, our MVP, goes down with 47 seconds in the first quarter, huge game. Next team up is the Hawks. You already know they're in disarray. So we need to win that game.
Yes, sir.
Everybody a little bit disarray. I think I saw that Giannis is having Achilles problems himself. Achilles tendonitis issues.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Achilles tendonitis issues. That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
It's that time where everybody beat up.
Yeah, it's that time. Only the strong survive. We'll see.
But I've been saying since the beginning of the season, though, that our team was meant for this type of season. And it's putting it to test for real right now. Like, this is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a team where 4 starters were injured?
I don't remember us being this injury riddled.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm not even talking about the Knicks. I'm talking about in the NBA. Has there ever been a team in the NBA who's been down 4 starters?
The Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Good answer, Alexander. You're right. The Grizzlies.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Trey Young he's not playing either. He went surgery, right? On his finger or something like that.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
Trae Young not playing, yeah.
That's right. It's DeJounte. Well, DeJounte gonna see what he. You wanted your own team. Here you go, brother.
For real. They
He
like,
got
here
the
you go. We don't know for how long, but here you go.
Here you go.
he got the keys to the car right now.
Yeah, you got the juice now.
Yep.
All right, yeah, but we see what happened to the Grizzlies, Lord. All right. All right, well, that's our show. Thank you guys for watching. Ebony, let them know where they can find you.
You can find me here, KOT, post game after every game. Pre-game, you can find me Twitter and at Your Take Knicks. I do the pre-game before every game. And yeah, you kept Mad Knicks fan on Twitter and Instagram.
Got you. We're gonna try to get this.
Balling with the Queens for the Liberty. It's coming May 18th.
It's coming. We're gonna try to get the pre-games rolling over here again. We're gonna try to get the pre-games rolling. Ryan G, let them know where we can find you, sir.
You can find me on Twitter at RyanGKOT. You can also find me on Instagram at Sir G is Chillin'.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIR. G is CHILLIN.
All right, and you can find us on the KOT Show on Twitter, the Knick of Time Show on Instagram, and the Knick of Time Show on Facebook. If you like the show, you already know, hit the like and subscribe. Also, super chats are always welcome. It's gonna help keep the lights on, grow the channel, all other stuff, and it actually helps the algorithms too, low key. So, but you know what? Likes, subscribes, and share also a really good way to support the channel. So definitely do that, if anything. All right, that's the show. Really appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be back versus Knicks versus Hawks, and hopefully we'll be talking about a win. And go back and watch the beginning of the show, because the beginning of the show was fun. All right, cool. That's all I came late, but come back and watch the beginning. All right, that's the show. We out of here, and as always,
shout out the World Wide West. Everywhere we go, we leave a worldwide mess.
it's a mess out here in these Knicks YouTube streets. That's the show. We beat the Cavs. They can't hold our nuts. We out of here.
Peace.
Yo, where you get the cord? Do you have like a bag?
New York, big city of dreams. New York, big city of dreams.